Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are setting up my plan for 2020. You've already seen a couple of spreads through Christmas in this because I'm going to set it up to start in December. I did buy an 18-month, it's pretty thick, but you get a bigger coil, which I think is worth getting the 18-month and taking out the months you won't use because they get so chunky. I did it last year and like look, I don't even have December or hardly any of November filled. So, and this is a larger coil, so you can see how they're really useful, especially if you use foil. So that was my 2019, but I decided I don't enjoy trying to plan on my really chunky planner for Christmas because they're some of my most favorite spreads and I want them to be fresh and nice. So I think I'm going to start doing the thing where I start the new one in December and then it finishes in November and then December and so on. Like people start in June or July, but I will start in December. So we have some editing to do. This is the cover that I chose. It's actually throwback to my first original cover in 2016, which was a lavender leopard print, and they've updated the leopard print since then. But I'm going to change this over for a Christmas cover. Let's have a look. I don't know which one I want to do. So I keep my covers on an old coil, and yes, it is a gold one. I did have a silver one I could have used, but you know, I wasn't thinking. Let's have a look through my covers. I used to have, I think I have one or two ones that are no longer, that are not made by Erin Condren, but so you have It's a Wonderful Time of the Year, and I really loved this the first time it came out. I don't think it came out this year. There are some really cute new ones, but I won't get them before Christmas, so if I order them. So you have The Most Wonderful Time of the Year. So look, got some Halloween. I just tend to put my name on them. We have this one, the gingerbread. That's really cute. I loved that one. Alright, so you have Most Wonderful Time of the Year or Christmas spread. I realize I don't really have that many Christmas covers, so I don't know if I should actually order some of the new ones. This one's a lot more scratched up because it was on my planner for a long time. So I think we're gonna do gingerbread. I'm going to cut this out because the sound is horrendous. Alright, so I left that in for you guys just with music because the sound is horrible, but I'll show you how I change covers. I just find it's easier to do it this way and to press them in like that. Now obviously it's much easier to change on a new planner, but look at this, it's gorgeous. I'm so excited. I'm going to put this cover on here later. You see I took my pack out here. I took the coupons out, so I think I'm just going to throw away the rest. And then back here I had the perpetual calendar, so I'm going to I don't have a use for that, so I'm going to get rid of it for now. So here we go. So the thing is, I don't have a sticker for here yet, or do I? No, I don't. I don't know if that would be a silly edit, but I couldn't find what I was looking for, so I don't know, I'm going to wait on the name thing. Last year, I can show you, I used a foiled sticker that I made myself using Jasenia's handwritten of my name, Jessica. I thought it was really cute, but I mean, it's not essential. So, I don't care about these pages. What did I do? I'm going to have a look at my last year's. I still have it there. Alright, I still have that there in my current planner, so whatever. So kind of keep this around. So my idea was, and I haven't done it in the other one, but I have the images made that I've With these it's a bit harder because there's the curves, but basically just make a rectangle to cover that. And this works for me, but obviously won't work for most people. But there are 12 slots here, and what I decided was to do print off sticker images of my favorite sets that I had drawn through the year, like 12 of them. And so then it'd be like, because there's motivation, what gets you started. And so I it'd be an inspiration board of what I did in that year. Which I won't be able to show off for a while because it includes some art that isn't released until at least by mid-2020. So, I mean, I might show that later on my Instagram, but that's what I plan to do here. I just have to print off the designs, and I think I would do that here as well. I can't think of what else I would use for this, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So here's my main thing with this the plan. So we got the extra of these, and I think I will actually try and use these for the first couple of months. So basically in my monthly, I've been putting my customs on the sidebar, but it makes it hard because I write what it is so I remember, and then for the mood board, and then I can't actually show off the monthly page because it has spoilers on it. So I'm thinking I might put them in here, like here. Instead of monthly goals, it'd be monthly sets. And then I could do some other stuff in here. And play around with this page maybe. Like what I got done in the month. That could be really nice. And then also then I would never actually show this page off, or at least it's easier to put a post-it note there instead of the monthly. But this is actually pointless. So all of these pages, I'm going to be getting the Tombow mono-permanent adhesive. And it's just a tape runner. Basically, I run it around the edges and one down the middle, and I glue these two pages together. So then it would be like this. I feel like it'd be too much to glue all of these together though. That's sort of my annoyance. I'm happy to have the tab not on this, but yeah, so I think I'm going to have to make use of this page, but I'm going to glue all of these together, but not this one obviously, because these all start in December. So our first one thing here is here. Alright, so we want to keep that page, and we want to keep this December page with the tab. So this is all going, and I'm going to quickly just go through it because I just rip them out. So I'll be right back. And we're done. There we go. So we just got all that bulk out of our planner. I just put this here just to make sure I did not go into December, because I would do that. Yeah, so I'm sure there are better ways to do this. Maybe people would want these page scraps, but I'm in the middle of nowhere. I got no one to give it to. So let's just get some of this paper out. There we go. Alrighty. So now we're looking a little less bulky. So you can see here now I've got plenty of room in our coil. And when we start from the beginning, do this, and then we're straight onto December. I've got my monthly, so we are going to plan our monthly after this. I did plan it in my current one because I got a year's worth. So we are going to base it off of this. But it's a Christmas one, and it was the only choice that Crez Press had up, so I'm not sad about missing out on it. And I really love this winter one from Scribble Prints Co, who I'm going to be using this year. And I did buy her another one that would be perfect for January, because otherwise this would have been January, because I hope to get a Valentine's Day one for Feb. So this will be perfect for December. Now it doesn't have the monthly on it, and I don't have the monthly foils from SPC in yet, so I'll be adding that later. But we'll catch the drift when we do it. And then also another thing, because I told you I'd be stupid enough to write a page, because I also stupidly planned during PLANMAS an extra video on this week in December. It was a full spread. If you've already seen the video, it was my elf flashback spread, if you remember. Yeah, so I just took undo and I did everything, and it's all good. There is no residue, because when you do this, if there's sticky residue, you just add some more undo on and you get a tissue and you just pat it and wipe it and it goes. So this is all pretty much it's a bit, there's a couple of rips, but it should all be covered by stickers when we get to it, so it's fine. Yeah, so now we're going to start in December, and all my Christmas spreads will be nicely protected. So then we're going to go all the way, and I think for now we'll see how it goes. I'm going to keep this year's December in, but I think the plan will be, again, to get another 18th month and switch out the December, so then I could probably get rid of it later. Oh, New Year's Eve is on a Thursday and Friday. Very nice. So here we will guys go into the notes. I've already started. And what I've started is yearly kit planning. So this is all the weeks. So I can have a look at what kits I need, trying to keep better spending on kits. Because before this year I just bought every kit and I had tons of leftovers. So here we go. I started putting all of them in, and they do go to the next page. Here, and then I put some reminders of what these weeks are. So this week is Kirsten's birthday from SPC. We've got Emily's birthday down here, Andrea's birthday, which I'm going to use the November mystery for. Then it's my birthday week here, Locke's birthday week. This week Steph's getting married. Steph's birthday, as well as her partner Mark. Stuff like that. Valentine's Day week, Mother's Day. I haven't put in Father's Day yet from Australia, but yeah. So you have the idea, and I've got some leftover kits in here. So what I did was I decided to use a friction pen. This is actually from Disney Store Japan, which you can buy online if you use someone who shops for you in Japan, which I did. It is expensive, but I really wanted these Disney frictions, and they can be erased, even though they're pen. And you kind of see them a bit under bright light, but otherwise it makes it really useful to plan out what you got going. And then I just realized I just used Lavender Dreams in November. I think I moved to Let It Go as well. Yes, I moved that, and then October Mystery is moving up into its spot. And then that was letting me have an extra Valentine's Day up here in the beginning of Feb. But here we're going to put Love Potion, the Valentine's art that I did recently from filming this. Okay, cool. I got Pet Party for Heidi's birthday. Okay, so it's easy as that. And what I do is if I have leftovers, like I had Brave leftovers, so I put it in here at the beginning of autumn, so I actually get to use it. I also have Pumpkin Patch, didn't end up being used, so this is going in before that, so it gets used. So when I try and use kits from the previous year, I try and put them first, like in a month, so it gets used, you know, before the weather changes and I no longer want to do autumn stuff, which is what happened in 2019. So that's my yearly kit planning and how I do that here. Then this page will be for shop set ideas, and I'm sorry, I'm not putting this on here because it's a bit of a secret sauce, you know. what ideas I plan to do, but I have a ton of notes, which actually comes from a later page in my 2019, this future page. Basically, I went through here, I'm like, okay, so what kind of kit do I need each month? What kind of extras, movies, TV shows are on that I might want to draw for art? And I planned it all out in my 2019. So now I can transfer that set idea to here as a list. And then afterwards, I'm not too sure. I'm considering a budget thing, like an income in and out kind of idea. I'm looking at budget spreads. That might be able to do a 2020 budget quick overview on these 2 pages. I think that's what I want to do here. So if you have any recommendations on that kind of thing, please let them down below. I'd love to hear from you. And then I think here will be meal ideas, because it's so hard thinking of meals, honestly. So every time we have a new meal, I want to write it down in here so I can have ideas for future. Now what I've been doing, I don't think I've done it at all last year yet. But when I've been getting like notes or nice things from people, like in orders or when I went to planner meetups, I glued them into these pages here with the coloring pages. So I thought that'd be super easy. There's 12 squares here. So I'm considering putting maybe academic goals on this side, like non-art stuff. But we will see, and it will probably be with a friction so it can be taken out. But contacts I've yet to use, but I think I actually want to fill some of these out. Sorry. For some people, since I live overseas now, I like to send some mail. And obviously I've told you how I use this. I go through and do special dates and just really far forward planning. Alright, so now we got the stickers in the back, which I never use any of these, so I'm going to rip them out. Or at least I won't use them if they're in the back, you know? So, out they come. Do I want to keep any of these? I don't like the rose gold, but this is silver. There's some cute things in here. I really got to be honest with myself these days. With stickers, I'm not going to use them. So the folder, I like how the back is normal again. Last year I took it out. Almost every year I end up taking this out. But I'm going to keep this in here for now to see how we go and maybe store stuff in there. But that is pretty much set up. I got rid of a lot of bulk. You get some ideas, hopefully, of what to do. So here, maybe I want to do sort of art boards, like aesthetic, to sort of keep the inspiration juices flowing. That could be cute. And I was going to put art stuff in here. Probably want to put birthdays, maybe to-dos, I don't know. We'll see how I use this. But anyway, let's get into the monthly. This is like slightly different, so this is formatted for the old one. So I need to cut off, this is a sidebar, but then I need to cut off the top. So let me just cut off trim the top, and I think I'll just do a voiceover in this section because otherwise I'll be taking forever, because I usually don't film monthlies. So before I get into the voiceover, I'll show you the kit. So the kit comes like this. You get the top bars, and so you could put the foil of the month up here. So when it comes in the mail, I will do that. Obviously I'm going to use a silver December up here. Then we have some movie marquees, some labels, boxes, and bill dues, or any dues. Oh, and the pictures are upside down here. You get some full boxes, some to cover the days in the month, which would be perfect down the bottom here because that's all we got. And some fancy appointment labels and some little washi strips here too. And then I added on the checklist box and the sidebar, but because I'm moving, usually I would just cut one of these off and put it down the bottom here, and then this is where I would put my art and custom sets for the month. But since I'm going to move it to the other page for privacy, I don't need to buy these anymore, and I didn't with the next kit. So, yeah, let's get into it. We got to cut up these to be a little bit shorter to fit up the top. As you can see here, it's just a hair. I guess you stick on top of this line. Yeah, so. Well, I suppose you could cut it off, but it might get a bit wonky. It's a new planner, we got to be perfect. So, let's get into it. So the first thing I'm doing here is just cutting down the top banners. Scribble Prints Co hadn't adjusted the kits yet for the new Erin Conjuring because the new monthly is just a little bit shorter up the top. But that's okay, you just simply cut it down a little bit and it's all good. And now I'm just sort of testing out where this should be. And I decided to change my mind, kind of. I'm just going to do it from the lines that it has there, the colorful lines. And just go from there. So, whatever. I just wanted to white out behind this big sticker because it's very light. And as you see, yeah, I'm not doing the checklist anymore because, yeah, I'm going to put it on the other page. So, it's so much simpler just to put it straight down. The monthly is a bit faster now. As you can see, there is a little bit off because of the way it lines up with those bottom stickers, so I just cut off the bottom so it's nice and flush. Easy peasy, and just covering up the days that are not in the month. So I think that's looking really cute. Obviously, I have since gotten the December sticker for the label at the top, and it looks so beautiful with a bit more silvery foil. So I'm happy about that. I'm just putting in all of my bills, and I do actually have just enough bills that she includes in there, so I'm happy about that. I have to pay for my Patreons, the patrons that I am supporting, and the SBC mystery, and then we have rent and electricity. And I recently got Amazon Prime, and I'm going to do Netflix, Adobe, and Epidemic. So Epidemic is where I get all of my YouTube music. It's pretty much, I think it's worth subscribing to, honestly. You guys seem to really enjoy the music, and I like having nice music to include. So that's how I get that music. And so I'm just using a Clever Craft Heart here to mark in finish Independence Day on the 6th. Yeah, so I'm just redoing all my little bits and pieces here. What am I doing? I'm searching for a sticker. So she's taken all the icons out and things like that. So I just had to find my own. I'm taking forever. Oh yes, I was gonna mark. What am I marking with the bathtub? Oh right, The Witcher comes out on the 20th. So excited. And because I use a bathtub, so if you know anything about The Witcher, you know it's all about Geralt in the bathtub. So excited. So that's what I used. And I used these cute little mittens from Simply Watercolor Co. to write that winter begins. And then it's Kirsten's birthday on the 8th, so I wanted to mark her birthday. Because I'm nice like that. It's good to remember. Planning people's birthdays. So I put that in there with a paper princess sticker, so I'm afraid you can't get that anymore. And the bathtub was from Caress Press, so you also can't get that anymore, so I apologize. Once you start collecting for a while, you end up with a whole bunch of stuff that you can't get anymore. So the rest of these things are just sort of like Christmas and New Year's. So celebrate, what am I celebrating here? Oh yeah, 1 year of being in Finland. On the 11th, I would have been officially living in Finland for a year. So that's super exciting. And now I'm just putting in Christmas and New Year's. So I'm almost back to talking in person. So I'll let you enjoy these last little bits. But I'm using Paper Milk and Fox and Cactus stickers here. Okay, that is the spread all done. Obviously, I'm going to get December up here later. And I might add some more foil bits and pieces with little deco. This is it for now. I left in Hanukkah and Kwanzaa here. I wasn't sure if I have enough labels at the end of the month. If I add things, I will put them on a label and put them in. Otherwise, I think I actually really like the way the new fonts and the numbers look. So I'm happy to leave them there. Sorry, I didn't realize this was coming up. It's got a bit of paper on it. Let's just remove that. If it becomes bothersome, I'll just put some adhesive tape on it. Okay, I just put everything onto one sheet, and for now, I guess I could keep this in the bag so I can work on my monthly. But yes, beautiful. It's just super frosty versus the Christmas because the rest of the month's going to be decked out in Christmas anyway. But now I'm going to have the fun of gluing all these pages together. I'll just do this one for you guys now, and then we will leave the video. Is it this way or is it that way? I don't know. Oh, there's a... I'll do is make this... I never do it, like, carefully, but... I'm just... no one's got time for that. So then you just glue it. And there you go. You got your... aha! So I'm going to do that for the rest of the year. And then I'm going to come back to this in December and start planning. 25th of November, I can start this. I'm so excited. I'll let you know if you started a new Erin Conjuring this year, the 2020. What are your ideas of using some of the notes pages? I'd love to know. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. We got plenty of PLANMAS already up, so if you missed any of those videos, go and check it out. I did a video every day for more than 12 days at this point. But yeah, let me know. Have a look at those, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye!